we are from Group 81, LAX2047 Poetic Society. My name is Sherilyn, metric number 197318.
My name is Nur Fatin Shazwani binti Ali. My metric number is 193355.
My name is Inawani binti Sweet. My metric number is 193032.
My name is Salmia binti Rasuno. My metric number is 193291.
My name is Nur Aiman Sulwan bin Muhammad Sauti and my metric number is 193440.
My name is Muhammad Nazir bin Nurdin. My metric number is 194743.
So for this video, we are going to talk about global issues that happens in the world. So who's gonna start first?
Okay, first we want to talk about the definition of global issue. Basically, global issue is a broad description that is often used to explain matter of great social that concern the effect human properties locally, and it also shared among diverse human society within our global community. So, what do you think? Do others think about global issues?
I think global issue is also affects the global community and environmental, such as political crisis, social issues, and economic crisis. So that we will discuss about what are the global issues that affect the world right now. What do you think?
I think poverty is one of the global issue. Poverty, the state of one who lacks usual or socially stable amount of money or material possession. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree with my friend Nawani. Poverty is a global issue, and it also have others global issue that I suggest in this video, which is natural disaster. Okay, natural disaster means a natural event that cause green damage or loss of life. Okay, so nowadays, basically, climate change and global warming are happening all across the globe, all across the world. Okay, this is to raise. I suggest natural disaster because this is the awareness to the public, as it involves social, political, and economy, that which is important, and it connect with natural disaster. Really connect with humans nowadays. So, what do you think?
I think I agree with Fatin. So there are a lot of effects from natural disasters, including the humanitarian crisis. So what it means by humanitarian crisis is it affects the well-being of the people, and if we don't control it in time, it will lead us to much more grave problems. So these problems include climate refugees, or more known as environmental refugees, which the people are forced out of their home or their land by an abrupt natural disaster. Apart from that, it also causes infrastructural damage, which means that natural disasters such as tsunami might destroy buildings and skyscrapers, including houses and schools, which then leads to damage to both public and private infrastructure. And this will cost billions of dollars in damage, maybe even more, where people might even end up losing all their assets and even worse, their lives.
Yes, I agree with you because tsunami is it's about how natural disaster happen, because when tsunami happen, it will cause flooding, volcanic eruption, right? So any other suggestion?
So yes, I'm agree with your ideas about the global issue. That, but in my opinion, the top global issue right now is about war. You guys can see there's so many war between, such as between Palestine and Israel, Iraq and Iran, and so on. So this is my opinion. War is a state of armed conflict between state, government, societies, and informal paramilitary groups such as mercenaries, paramilitary groups, dissuaded and militias. It generally characterized by extreme violence, aggression, destruction, and mortality using regular or irregular military force. So, there are some effects of war to people life. Generally speaking, it depends on the war as well as on which side of war. The people in question are the effect of war are degrading to quality of life. So the effect usually include destruction of land and property, of course, displacement of citizens, even post-traumatic stress disorder of the people involved, especially soldiers. While the financial effect largely depend on the specific war, often economy are negatively impact, which then hurt the country citizen. But that on my opinion.
So, I also agree with his opinion, because I think the war is the main point about the global issue. We can see right now, world have been pursuing to the progress, but there are many war happen in our world. Nowadays, human being today are to chasing power until cost to the operation among the countries and other countries. Like I might have say before, especially the issue about the Palestine and Israel. There is the good issue where we have to concern about the war. The theme of war, we have to more concern because the value of life of the human is the great thing that we have to we have to appreciate that. The life is the most thing that we have to appreciate. So I will agree with the Aiman point.
I'd like to add Ina's point just now about poverty. Yes, poverty is important global issue that we have to take and act to know, because more than 10% of the world population poverty. There are poverty that extremely poverty, because they didn't get access to clean water and nutritious food at certain country. Because the biggest reason why people struggle to escape from the extreme poverty, certain places doesn't have enough clean water or food supply. But they also they simply don't have their strength and energy needed to work, while lack of access of food and clean water can prevent illness like diarrhea, such as certain place like in Africa. In African Republic, that they are collect water from the mines gold. Is there any suggestion?
Back to war, I see in TV, there's not just in between other country, outside country, such as Iraq and Palestine, but by the war, they have also have a relation with our country, Malaysia, because our citizens go to like help them to give a food supply, such as the other basic daily equipment, something like that.
Like what Samia said, Poverty, poverty also have a conflict in Syria.
Yes.
For example, is in Syria, around 70% of the entire population now lives below the poverty line. So I think poverty is most global, important global issue. That because first is because of the food, because of the water, and in Malaysia also, the farmer are worried about their crops being stolen. They want invest in planting.
So now we have three global issues,
yes.
which is natural disaster, poverty, and war. So, what do you think? I mean, which one the global issue that we want to discuss?
The most important global issue.
We have to rearrange.
So what should we do for the next video?
So we have to decide
The
the best three point about our global issue. So
Should
which
we-
one that we have to
Put
in
on the top.
on the top point.
If I suggest natural disaster,
I think we can go with it. Yes.
Yes.
I got
next
natural
video.
disaster.
So for the second topic,
For the second topic, for the second issue global.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Global
Yes.
issue.
Global issue. I think we have to choose the poverty.
Yeah.
poverty. Okay.
Yes.
So then the next
The last issue, global issue is the war.
Okay,
So we
that's-
have to we had decide that the global issue that we want to discuss for the next video is natural disaster.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all from us.
Thank you for watching.